King Von, FBG Duck, King Von, FBG Duck. Now, I've said those names. I've satisfied the obligatory say those niggas' names. Because right now, if you're on YouTube and you're not talking about them, then you're probably not getting very many views. So it's clickbait. But what's even worse than just being clickbait is our fascination with death. We just don't want to admit it. We want to act like we give a shit when we really don't. It's parents talking about this shit at work. And I ain't talking about parents of 2-year-olds. I'm talking about parents with grown-ass kids like myself. I go to work and we talking about King Von. Did you see the video of so-and-so talking about so-and-so? Or did you see what happened? Did you see the shooting? It's people 50 years old watching this young brother get gunned down by another young brother. And we'll get on our high horse and act like, oh, we holier than thou, and we would never condone no shit like that when we created this atmosphere. Maybe not us personally, but our generation damn sure did. But nope, it's not our kids, it's not us. We didn't raise our kids to be that way. But we'll click on video after video after video because it got King Von name in it. Now we interested. Had no clue who he was when he was living. Didn't listen to his music. Didn't know anything about the drill scene. Wasn't interested in Chicago rappers. But now all of a sudden you a King Von expert. You know why? Because we love to see young niggas die. We just don't want to admit that shit. I am just as guilty as the next motherfucker, and I'm not going to lie about it. Not that I want to really admit that I love to see young niggas die. I don't want to see young niggas die, but I sure watch a lot of young niggas die, and I do it with glee. I mean, I'm not cheering it on, but I'm giving them views. I don't have no problem. Oh, it says King Von name in it. Let me watch this video. His manager speaks. Let me watch that video. Oh, they got another angle of him being murdered. Let me watch that video. So no, I'm not at home smiling and celebrating and throwing a party because another young brother got killed, but I'm watching. So I'm part of the problem. Because that fame that they dying for comes from me and you. We just don't want to admit that shit. It's the car crash mentality. Nobody wants to be in a car crash, but we all slow down and watch. We get wrapped up in the story. It's a soap opera. But these is young brothers dying. And not just young brothers, the young brothers that have risen, the cream of the crop, that have risen to the top of their selected fields. The best rapper, the best gangbanger. And make no mistake, being a leader of a gang shows that you have leadership skills. Shows that you are able to convince a lot of other people to do something. You don't have to do it to be in a gang. You can do it and be a CEO. But how many CEOs have you watched on YouTube? How many black-owned business owners do we really watch? How many views do they get? But if you're a rapper and you're in a gang and you shoot somebody, we want to know about it. I'm interested. I'm vested in that story. Well, so-and-so was in this side and so-and-so was in that side, and then they shot them, and then they shot them back. We explaining this shit. Like we know these niggas. We are part of the problem. And we just don't want to admit it. We have to stop elevating criminal and violent behavior towards our own into some type of status within our society. And make no mistake, a view is a view. If you push that particular video, they get a view. You pushed it because you saw a particular name. Because you were interested in the death of some young brother. We have got to stop participating in the advancement of our demise. Because we are. We showing these young niggas that to be popping, you gotta do violent shit. I saw a video of King Von talking to his fans, asking them how many bodies did they think he had. I watched that. I'm part of the problem. And I'm realizing that. And on our podcast, we don't dwell on a lot of the shit that goes on violent in our communities, but we talk about it occasionally. We do. I'm not going to make a million videos like I see some YouTubers, and that's why we don't have a big following. Because we refuse to dwell on the anger and the viciousness in our communities. Hence, we aren't getting 100,000 views. This video will probably get 100. And that's okay. Because I don't want to contribute any more than I already am to a cycle of violence that I know I helped start when I was 20 something. I want to be part of ending that cycle. Now you're going to see King Von in the title. And you're going to see FBG Duck in the title. And rest in peace to those brothers. And this is no disrespect towards anyone. But it's a recognition of myself for being part of the problem. So I want to apologize to the next generation. Publicly. If I haven't done so already, and I think I've done it before. In case you didn't know, you didn't listen to that episode of the show, I apologize for contributing to this type of behavior, this violence in our community. And it's not just me that owes you that, but I'll start. Because y'all didn't get this way just sliding out the womb. Y'all were raised this way. And I helped raise some of you niggas. And I did you a disservice. I really did. Because I was an idiot. I didn't know any better. But at some point, we need to realize that it's not just the gangs that are promoting the violence because they are acting it out. It's the rest of us that stand behind and watch. And turn them into martyrs, or turn them into celebrities, or turn them into extra famous or infamous because of their acts of viciousness towards each other. I need to change. I'm not the only one. So, yeah, it's clickbait. Okay. But somebody got to say it. And maybe this video is just for me. Maybe it's because I needed to get this shit off my chest. Maybe I needed to be honest with myself. And maybe in a year or so, if God willing, I'm still here, I can look back at this video and say this was cathartic for me. It helped me become a better man. Because that's the point, ain't it? You see the gray? I should be wise. I should be getting, better as the years go on. I should be acknowledging, doing some self-evaluation and acknowledging the fuck-ups that I made coming up and trying to prevent the next generation from doing the same. So again, I apologize to the young brothers and sisters of this generation for anything that I did to contribute to you feeling like you had to go out there and harm somebody else that looks like you to be successful, to be popping, to be lit, to be popular, to be famous. And hopefully in the future, I'll do a better job of managing what I watch on YouTube or what I listen to on a podcast. I can't change the world, but I can change me and maybe somebody in the world to follow. On that note, man, rest in peace to all the brothers and sisters that have lost their lives to violence in our communities. And I pray for your families. I truly do. I love you if nobody else has told you that today. Peace, fam.